Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good morning from WSFM.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Noah.
Did you know today starts Teacher Appreciation Week? This week is celebrated in the first full week of May. Whether you have a teacher, know a teacher, or are a teacher, there are endless ways to give a little extra support to teachers and teachers' organizations. Teaching is known to be a time-consuming and challenging profession, so this week is our chance to say thank you to those who play or have played such a huge role in our lives. Who doesn't have a fond memory of a teacher who inspired us in some way?
Though the origins of Teacher Appreciation Week are somewhat murky, the idea was introduced to Congress by none other than Eleanor Roosevelt. In 1953, she was successful in convincing lawmakers to adopt a Teacher Appreciation Day. By the mid-1980s, with enough political push, Congress transformed the single day into the first full week of May.
Teacher Appreciation Day is described by the NEA, which spearheads the week-long event, as a day for honoring teachers and recognizing the lasting contributions they make to our lives. So to celebrate today, send a note to a current or former teacher of yours, or even just stop in and say hi and thanks.
Just a reminder that the seniors will have a class meeting today in the theater immediately following morning announcements.
Any student interested in trying out for the 2025 season football cheerleading team, please make sure you scan the code on the flyer you see around the school or in Mrs. Miller's office. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Coach Elise.
The next FCA meeting will be at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning in room 114. Please note, FCA Area Rep Tori Atkinson will be speaking and will be taking our 2024-25 yearbook picture. Hope to see you there.
There will be a student council meeting before and after school on Wednesday to finalize planning for senior sunset and plan elections for officers for next year. We hope to see you there. And next up will be Colette with the sports.
Good morning, Panther fans! Today, your varsity tennis team plays at home against Coventry with matches starting at 4:30. Also today, your MHS girls softball teams and boys baseball teams are playing Canton South with varsity at home and JV on the road with all games starting at 5. You can check the MHS Panther Sports Twitter account at Akron MHS Sports to get information on time changes, scores, play highlights, and more. Go Panthers! And now back over to Caleb and Noah.
Thanks, Colette. Happy birthday today to Ella Thomas.
Today's lunch is 3 cheese macaroni, garlic toast, green beans, and choice of fruit. And tomorrow's breakfast will be a variety of breakfast options with your choice of fruit, juice, and milk.
Thank you from WSFM. Signing off,
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Noah.
Have a great day.